Let's welcome an MLB Network insider, Jon Paul Morosi, for more on DJ LeMahieu. So, JP, we figured this was going to get done, but what were the hurdles that they had to overcome to finally get ink on paper?
Well, Fran, good evening. And I think one of the things about DJ LeMahieu overall this wintertime is there was certainly some interest from other clubs, but it was almost as though the Yankees said here until the middle of January, go out and find a better offer somewhere else, then perhaps circle back to us and we'll find a way to match it. It's unclear if any team got in the same range of where the Yankees were, Fran, but at the end of the day, we call second base the keystone in baseball, and DJ LeMahieu is the keystone of the Yankees' plans this winter. You see it there, first in the modern era to win the batting title in both leagues, leading the league in OPS. He's finished in the top 4 in the MVP race in back-to-back years. Fran, quite simply, we are talking about the Yankees' best player right now, and potentially for years to come. He has started games at first base, second base, and third base in each of the last 2 years. Tremendously important to the Yankees from the standpoint of the versatility, and really, as Ron pointed out, allows them to potentially now make one more pitching move. And of course, Fran, the most important thing of all, DJ is from the great state of Michigan.
Yeah, I knew somehow we're going to work it back to that. So one big free agent is off the books. Let's talk about a couple others. What are you hearing about Trevor Bauer?
Well, very interesting right now, Fran, on Trevor Bauer. I believe the Blue Jays, of course, who we believe was probably the runner-up to get LeMahieu, they may well be the team that's best positioned to land Trevor Bauer for a number of reasons. First of all, he said recently in a statement on his YouTube channel that geography is not a key factor for Trevor Bauer. So, of course, he is from Southern California, but it appears as though pitching north of the border, not an issue at all for Trevor Bauer. He also said how important it is that he finds a new team that's going to be a partner with him to really work with him on the data analytics, the unique training strategies that he has used. And it seems as though with the Blue Jays, Fran, and their high-performance department, there could be a very good marriage there. Now, geographically, we could say the Angels might be a good fit. Of course, he is from the L.A. area. But remember back to Cleveland days, he and Mickey Callaway, then the Cleveland pitching coach, now the Angels pitching coach, had some philosophical differences, we shall say, about pitching in general. So I would say the Angels probably not the number one choice for Bauer, but the Jays, because it does seem philosophically they are aligned, they may well be the front runner right now in Trevor Bauer.
And also, to your point, Mark Shapiro getting the 5-year extension there in Toronto. If you want to talk about a front office is going to be there and have his back. What about J.T. Realmuto?
Well, just minutes ago, in fact, Jason Stark, our colleague here at the network, saying that J.T. Realmuto has just recently received a 5-year offer from the Phillies that is now in excess of $100 million. This, Fran, is significant news because this offseason began with some pessimism around if the Phillies would be able to retain Realmuto or not. But a couple things have happened since then. Dave Dombrowski, who's got a long history of signing high-dollar contracts, he becomes the Phillies' president of baseball operations. The Mets, of course, instead of signing Realmuto, they signed James McCann. It really does seem that, especially with the Yankees now investing their money in LeMahieu instead of Realmuto, there is now that path for Realmuto to go back to the Phillies. And I know one native of Las Vegas, Nevada, Bryce Harper, who would certainly endorse that homecoming. We know, of course, he has said many times he wants him back. Bryce Harper may be getting his wish.